guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Katie. For today's video, as you can tell, I'm currently not at home. And if you've seen my previous video, I did travel to Scotland with my husband. And this is our kind of honeymoon, birthday kind of trip. Like, we've always wanted to come here, and we have been saving and planning, and we finally were able to do it. And we're so excited to be here. It's so surreal. So that's why we have this stunning backdrop here. There is some construction happening, so if you can hear that, I do apologize. In my last video, it was kind of just the whole experience of traveling here and all of the different places we went, the scenery and little shops that, are really popular that I really wanted to visit. But this video is going to be a little haul of everything I got. And I thought I would do it while I was still here because it just seems fitting. But today is Monday and we are leaving on Wednesday. So I'm kind of starting to clean up our Airbnb and get things kind of packed, but I did want to do a little haul for you guys before I packed up everything. And I'm also filming on my phone still, so if it's a little different or if I'm looking in different directions, that's why. I thought I would just kind of share different spots that we went and places that, if you're traveling over here, maybe you'd be interested in stopping by. I'll try to remember kind of the order in which we did everything. I try to group it together, and I'm really hoping we can fit it all into our suitcases. So we shall see. There is a whole kind of bag full of gifts that we are going to give to family and friends that I'm not going to show on here just because I don't want anybody finding out what they got. But I'll show you what I got. Jacob got a few things too, but this will be what I picked up. So our first day, we came in and got settled into our Airbnb, and we kind of just like took off and kept going so that, the jet lag didn't catch up to us because it's a 7-hour time difference for Montana. So we went to the Palace of Holyrood House, which is one of the palaces for the royals when they live here. There's Buckingham Palace, Windsor Palace, and then Holyrood House. So we went there and we did a tour. We did have to get tickets for it in advance, and we walked the whole thing, and it was absolutely beautiful. If I have any clips, I can insert them here. But it was unreal. There was the Abbey, which is like one of the oldest structures in Scotland. And I think maybe not the world, but it's from like the 1100s or something like that. I'd have to check that. But it was unreal. It was so beautiful. It was so crazy to see that kind of, I don't know, like preserved in time, and to walk it and to be able to also walk through Holyrood House was unbelievable, and it was absolutely stunning. But we did stop by the little gift shop in there because they had a lot of little fun stuff that I was like, I need a little memento from here. So the first thing I picked up was an ornament, and this is a tartan ornament that is so beautiful. It is kind of beaded and embroidered on the front, and then the back says Palace of Holyrood House, and it has the tartan on the front and the back. And I thought that was so beautiful for Christmas, and it'll just be a little reminder of when we went to Scotland. So I picked that up while I was in there. And this is where the pin obsession started. So I also picked up this Mary Queen of Scots pin that no idea where I'm going to put it yet, but I will find somewhere to put it. And then we got like a little souvenir guide to like tour it, and there's a bunch of like really interesting history in there too. We kind of bopped around town to shops that were near us, and I picked up a couple items for various people, but I don't think they'll be watching this. These are just a couple really beautiful scarves that I picked up, and I love that they say Edinburgh on the side. And I loved the color. These are lamb's wool, but they're just like a little scarf. Nothing too like big and heavy. So these are just going to be for a couple people I do not think are going to be watching this. And they have shops like that all around town, and it's kind of hard to pick out which ones are really touristy and which ones are a little bit better quality and more like bang for your buck. So it's just kind of a stop in and look kind of situation and see what you think. But yeah, so we picked up a couple of those. And then this was a little wallet that I picked up from Islander, which is the cutest little shop here. This one is just like a little card wallet. So cute, but it's leather and it has this wool on the front, but it's also a tartan as well. And a tartan is what I believe it is the different Scottish kind of families' colors and patterns that they have. And I really loved this one. So I grabbed this one and I hope they love it. It's really tempting to get one for myself too. But speaking of Islander, I'm guessing if you've been on TikTok and you've looked at any kind of Scottish content, you've probably seen Islander. It's this really beautiful store that sells purses and like handbags, and you can go to a workshop and kind of create your own personalized handbag. And I didn't do the workshop because the style that they were making wasn't really my style, but they had another one that was already pre-made. So I did pick up a little bag from there because my birthday happened while we were here, and this was kind of my gift to myself. But I picked up this sweet little bag. This is the cobble bag. I think it's the mini cobble bag, and the chestnut tartan on the top. So beautiful. It's like this really pretty olive green, and it does come with a crossbody strap, but I'm in love with it, guys. It's so beautiful, and it has the magnet front to open up into this big pocket, which they have their kind of signature floral fabric inside. But it's such good quality, and I know that I'm gonna be in love with this forever. It's also really cute, just like little handbag if I want to just carry it like that. But I don't really buy myself purses ever, so this one is gonna be my like nice little purse that I'll take out. So I did pick that up for myself at Islander, and it was so pretty in there. Ugh, I think I might have a little clip really fast, like little clip of the outside. But like I said, they're all over TikTok and Instagram. So we went to 3, I think, or 4 bookstores, and one of them was Armchair Books, which is another like very popular bookstore here in Scotland, in Edinburgh. And we wanted to grab a couple things while we were in there. So this is technically Jacob's, but I'll show it to you. They have these cute little tote bags that you can pick up. And we are so thankful for this tote bag because we used it a lot when we first got here. We didn't really have a tote bag yet. Also, I think Jacob picked up a copy of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So instead of the Sorcerer's Stone like we have in the US, it's the Philosopher's Stone here, and it's one of the original copies, not like the original, but one of the original like covers and all of that. He picked up one of those. while I was looking around, I found this really beautiful little poetry book by Andrew Marvell. And it's just from this kind of publishing company that does the Muses Library. And it's so beautiful. I loved the spine. And I thought a little poetry book from Scotland, sign me up. And it's just well loved. She's so beautiful. And I'm definitely going to be displaying her. So I picked that up from Armchair. Another bookstore we went to was Gently Mad bookstore. This was our day that we went to like Dean's Village, Stockbridge, and we went to Portobello Beach. So it was kind of a lot in one day, but while we were in Stockbridge, we went to Gently Mad bookstore, which is like the viral bookstore in Edinburgh. And I think I have some clips from in there. But while we were walking around, I found another little poetry book. I usually like to have hardcover books, like actual physical books of poetry books. That's like my favorite thing to get. This one's by Robert Browning, and it's just a little collection of poems. And again, I thought it was just so stinking cute. I love just like a little book. And also then I have it to display, and it's super pretty, and it will match like our home. So I picked that up while I was in there. They gave us little bookmarks when we checked out. So that's like the storefront. And then if this reminds you of anything on TikTok, this is the inside of the bookstore. So stunning. It was so pretty in there. I also saw these when I was checking out, and I couldn't pass them up. These are vintage postcards that are Scotland related. Maybe it'll be easier if I take it out. So I got this one, which is the Palace of Holyrood House, which we were able to tour. And I was like, I have to get that. Of course I do, because we saw it. And this would be something I would, either frame or we could have up on the fridge or something. The other one I got is on Princess Street, which is in Edinburgh too. It's a street that we literally have been walking this whole time we've been here. So I saw that one and I couldn't pass it up. I think that these would be really beautiful framed, like have their own moment and make like a little gallery or add it to a little gallery someday. And honestly, like I'm in Scotland, like I have to. Also, when we were in Stockbridge, there was this cute little stationery shop that we went into, and I really wanted to pick up some cards that I can send out or, as mementos, because I love stationery. If you know me, you already know this. So I stopped in, I think it's called the Write Stuff or the Writing Stuff shop, and they had all of these cards that are watercolor, but they're all of different areas in Edinburgh. This is Princess Street, and then we have Edinburgh Castle from Grassmarket. So there's all those colorful buildings. Loch Garry on the road to the Isles. And I just loved the autumn trees in it. Thought it was so perfect. Then I got the castle from Castle Street here in Edinburgh. That's honestly like one of the views we were able to see. It was just crazy to see the town and to see the castle. Okay, and then this one is Edinburgh Castle from Princess Street. Just another one of the castle. Finally, this is Aline Donan Castle, which I have not seen in person, but I would love to someday. This is more of like up in the Highlands. This one's so beautiful. This one's probably going to be framed. But I got just like a slew of stationery just because I also am kind of running out of stationery at home and I wanted to get some while I was here anyway. So that was also in Stockbridge when we went to visit Armchair. Moving on to the castle, we did go up to the castle and tour it, and it was unreal. It was so massive and beautiful and crazy. So while we were there, we picked up a couple things just for mementos. But the first thing I got was this book, Edinburgh, A New History. So it's just like all of the history of Edinburgh and how it came to be. There's some beautiful maps in it too. And I thought if I'm going to get something about Edinburgh, I think this is the one I want to get. And it's just a beautiful cover too. Ugh. So I picked up that book. This is so random, but oh my gosh, if you know me, I love a little tchotchke, just like a little guy, something smaller than it's supposed to be. And I loved this little thatched cottage. It's ceramic, and I'm going to probably just like put it in my office or somewhere like on a little shelf. Oh my, like look, it goes with these guys. Isn't that so precious? Oh my gosh, I love it. So I got this at the castle. They got me pretty good. Let's just say that. There was this little thimble at the checkout, and it's just another little like kind of shelf item that I think would be so cute. I love this kind of like blue china coloring that it has. So that'll go on the little shelf. These were also from the castle. So here's some of the pins that I picked up. I got the little street sign pins of Edinburgh, Royal Mile, and Princess Street that are so stinking cute. So those will go on to something. I don't know what. And I also got a little magnet for Edinburgh too, the little street sign. I think I might have gotten a freaking keychain too somewhere. Yeah, they got me. They sure did. Next, we did go to Greyfriar Bobby's Kirkyard, which is a cemetery here. So a kirkyard means cemetery, but it's where a lot of the inspiration for Harry Potter came from. And we wanted to do a little walk around it, and it was the most beautiful place I've ever seen. It was so stunning. The trees, the landscape, all of the tombstones and all of that. It was so beautiful. And there was like all these different names that were there, like Tom Riddle and McGonagall, and you know that J.K. Rowling got inspiration for Harry Potter. So we wanted to walk around there. But Greyfriars Bobby is a little Scottish terrier that was very loyal to Greyfriar. And when he had passed away, Bobby laid on, like right next to his grave for years until he passed away. So he was a very loyal puppy. And it was just a really sweet story. So while we were there, I was like, let's pop in and we'll look around in the gift shop and just see if there's anything in there that we want to pick up. I'm not sure where my postcard is. I did get a postcard with Bobby on it, but we also picked up a little pin, and he's so sweet. Look at him. Ugh, so cute. So we grabbed that while we were there, and it was just like the most lovely walk around the kirkyard. We've gone to various museums. So we've gone to the Scottish History Museum. We went to the National Galleries Museum, which is just like these beautiful art pieces that, oh my gosh, are just unreal. They're massive, they're painted, and it looks like a photograph. They're like so incredible. I don't even have words for it. But we went in there and got some little things from the gift shop there. And I really wanted a print or something that I could put in my office. I have kind of this mini gallery wall that I've started, and I knew I wanted something kind of vertical to go in there. So I'd been looking and I found a few pieces that I was like, I'm grabbing these. We'll see if they work. Otherwise, I'm going to put them up somewhere in my house. That will happen. So this one is in Edinburgh. This just remind me of like some of my favorite little spots that we've seen, and it's absolutely stunning. It has all the little autumn colors that I love. And it's on a little mat board too, so it's nice and sturdy. And then Jacob picked up Edinburgh from Craigley Quarry. So this is just kind of a big landscape of Edinburgh. I believe that's Arthur's Seat in the middle, in the very back. We've really jam-packed our days every single day. From like 8 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. We've been walking, doing something every single day. So we have kind of mixed our days together a little bit. We actually went today to the National Galleries and picked up some more prints. So these are also all from Edinburgh. This one is an aerial view of Edinburgh in 1920, which is crazy. This one's Jacob's, but it's this beautiful black and white, and it has a little plane in the sky, and then you can see the city down below. So crazy. And then I picked up 2 more. These are vertical ones. Autumn in Glencairn. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but again, this has like the beautiful autumn colors that I love. And I just thought this landscape was stunning. I really feel like this one will probably go into my office. But this other one, I saw the one in the gallery, like the actual one that was painted in the gallery, and I was blown away. It's just like crazy to me how someone can paint this. This is Wandering Shadows. So this is also in Edinburgh. I bet this is in the Highlands. But the light coming through the clouds onto this mountain is unreal. It looks like a photograph. Like, are we kidding? Look at this. Oh, so that was another one I grabbed while we were there. One other thing I picked up is some loose leaf tea. This is Scottish breakfast tea, and I couldn't pass up getting tea from Scotland. I just couldn't. And I love a tea tin. So pick that up. We have our little like loose leaf tea strainers at home already, so we're all set. But oh, I had to. Their tea here is so good. It's so much more flavorful. Ugh, love. One of the mornings we were grabbing a coffee. It's really close to us. We went to the main Milkman Cafe, which is another viral, very popular cafe here in Edinburgh, and we were able to get there pretty early. So we snuck in there and we were actually able to get a little table, which is unheard of. They have lines like out the door, like past, like goes all the way down the street. I can't. But while we were in there, I picked up 2 things. Oh my gosh, I just found my postcards that I was talking about. So I might back up a little bit. But at the Milkman, I picked up 2 things. I picked up a little postcard there too. Most of the postcards are kind of like little pictures that I'm probably going to display. And I thought that was like the perfect way to do it. So picked up the Milkman postcard, which this is the one we went into. I'm so excited. And then I also picked up a little pin while we were in there. Just like, it's so precious. So that was when we went to the Milkman. And then the other postcards that I forgot to show you are from Holyrood Palace. So I got this one, which is really cool from the outside. Then the little Greyfriars Bobby postcard. Oh, is he not so precious? I feel like this would be a good one to frame too. He's just a honey. He's just a little honey. So those are the postcards. I'll get into the Royal Botanic Gardens. in Edinburgh, and it's unreal. It's like this giant botanical garden. It has a whole bunch of different areas. Like there's like an Asia inspired, there's like all of these different kind of species of plants everywhere, and little like nooks and crannies that you can go through. And it's so beautiful and peaceful and big. And they have this really cute cafe and gift shop in there. So we stopped in, and it was where I picked up more note cards and envelopes. So I got 2 different packs. I got 10 note cards and envelopes. So there's 5 each here of this beautiful bird scene. They're kind of wintry, but it could still pass as like spring. And then it comes with the envelopes and everything on the inside. And I also grabbed this one. This one's very winter to me. I loved these geese. I don't know why it's like flickering right here. And then this is the other option. So cute. So I'll bring those back with me. And then this was kind of like a, do we need this? But I also have always kind of wanted one. And I was like, we're here, let's just do it. This is a little angel chime. So how it works is you light a little tea light at the bottom, and the heat will make this move. So it's kind of like a little mini mobile. And this is little starling birds with little stars. And it's gold. I thought it was so cute. I love it. So grabbed that. And then obviously like a little magnet. We got little magnets and stuff from a lot of places. Then this one is one that Jacob actually bought for him and I while we've been here. Our Airbnb has the comfiest kind of like Mexican style blankets, and we don't have anything like that. They're just like heavy and thick and cozy, but not like super hot. It's like the perfect temperature with those. And there was kind of the same style, like how it's made at the Royal Botanic Gardens. And we saw this one and I fell in love with it. I was like, Jacob, we need to get it. And it's like this really thick blanket. It's heavy and it's nice and big, but also reversible. So we were like, do we do it? And it was actually like really not that expensive. It's like on par with TJ Maxx, like, or even a little cheaper. So I was like, let's do it. That's such a good deal. That's going on the couch. We also went down today to Waterstones, which is another like viral kind of bookstore. And I got a gift for someone there, but I also got a little tote bag there for myself. I hadn't really gotten one yet. There was ones that we've gotten for other people, but I just fell in love with this one. It's so simple. I love the blue. I love a little bookshelf moment. And it was really cheap. I think it was only like maybe $6. So I picked that up while we were there. This is where there's like viral videos or pictures of you sitting at like a big bay window with the castle behind you. And I tried to get over there to take a video. I think I might have gotten a picture of it, but there's so many people. That's the thing, is there's a lot of people here trying to do the same thing and go to the same places. So you kind of, try to squeeze in, but you can't. So I still was able to go there, got a little gift for somebody, was able to get a little tote bag, super cute. We also went to the University of Edinburgh, and I really wanted to get a sweatshirt there, but I got one and I didn't love how it fit, so I ended up returning it. But I did get a hat while we were there, and I just love a distressed kind of gray ball cap, and I loved the font of this. It wasn't too like aggressive and like gaudy with the colors and like symbols. It just little Edinburgh, and like when the school was established, which was 1583, which is crazy. And then of course, I know this is very touristy. I'm so sorry, but I had to. Like, instead of buying it on Etsy and somebody else screen printing it on Etsy, I got it from a Scotland shop. So I did get a Scotland sweatshirt. I had to. Oh. And it's like that soft kind of like sweatshirt material. It's not like heavy and thick and weird, and it fits me really well. It like lays really nice. So I ended up picking up one of those. It's okay. It's okay. So next is a little scarf that I picked up for myself. This one is from House of Tweed, Scotland, and it's from one of the little shops around here. I think it was like the tartan shop, but I just loved the colors in it. Still has this like blue tone, but has neutrals in it. And I honestly was sold on it because Jacob was like, the blue in it matches your eyes. And I was like, sign me up. That's all you have to say. That's it. So this one's kind of large. It's like a medium scarf, but I didn't want like a little scarf. I really wanted one that I could like wrap and was really warm, and it's super soft. So picked her up. Finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is a little like shacket that I got from Armstrong and Son. This is another like very popular vintage shop here in Edinburgh for clothing, and I found this beautiful kind of wool. It's really soft though, shacket, and I loved the colors in it. Super comfy, super soft, and it was kind of like that perfect oversized look. I wore this and it was so nice and warm, but really comfy. So I picked that up while we were there. I lied, there was one more thing I had to show you. We went to this little store called Cookie. It's so cute, guys. And they have like little tiny ceramic, little like tchotchke things. And I fell in love with this as soon as I saw it. And I was like, I have to. It's also another like little shelf kind of item. But it's these little ceramic houses. I'm going to try to hold it up. Are we kidding? They're not connected. They're all separate. Guys, oh my God. I just thought like this sitting up on my shelf in my office, this little town, oh, would just make me so happy. Ugh. And there's a little note on it. It says, may your troubles be less, your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness comes through your door. I was like, sign me up. So there are like gifts for other people and stuff that we're going to try to pack up. I really hope we can fit everything. So I did leave some room to hopefully be able to do that. And we're going to try to like divvy it between all three of our suitcases. And I think we'll be okay. Most of the stuff isn't super thick or heavy, other than like the blanket. And I think my purse are like the biggest items, but we should have some room for those. So that is all I have for you guys today. We are probably going to start kind of packing up. We're having a pretty chill day today. We ended up getting back this early afternoon and just kind of knocked out our last little things we wanted to do. We might go to a little place to get dinner tonight, maybe breakfast tomorrow. But tomorrow is going to for sure be like packing and also just like cleaning up the Airbnb, but I think we might start a little bit tonight so it's not like overwhelming tomorrow. If you are still here, love you. Love you so much. And this was such a special trip, and I'm so sad to see it end. But I did get some little mementos. We did pick up little leaves along the way too. I grabbed them everywhere that we were going, that when I remembered to grab leaves, and I've been labeling them and I have them pressed in a little notebook. So when I get back, I can make a Scotland stationery set or a few of them, specifically from leaves that are actually from Holyrood Palace and Dean's Village, Princess Street Gardens. And yeah, I think it'll be really special to have that too. So then if people want a little piece of it, they can snag a little set for themselves. But it's been really special. It's been really fun, and to have this time with Jacob too has been really nice. We've never really been able to do anything like this before, so really happy, but I am excited to get back home to my little fur baby. I miss her a lot. And I might film a little bit of us coming back in. We'll see. We are getting in kind of late to our final destination. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for being here and watching. And if you want to stick around, you can like and subscribe. And, I'd love to have you here. But I will talk to you really soon. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye, guys.